So now we'll move on to the Cottonwood fire, which yesterday was more active with that hot, dry, windy. A lot of those interior pockets were putting up smoke, starting to burn off some of them unburned cedars that were interior, well interior on the line. We monitored them. We actually engaged on several that with our folks just to make sure that they stayed put where they're supposed to be. But up here in Division Alpha, we've been talking about this piece of uncontained line. We've talked to we know that the fuels that are out there right now are historically dry and it's very volatile. And unfortunately, that kind of showed up for us yesterday up here in Division Alpha. We had a hand crew up here that parked interior of the fire line, and late yesterday afternoon, a surge of an interior pocket came up, and unfortunately they lost 3 of their vehicles, which were crew vehicles, which were like 3/4 ton, 1 ton pickups that hauls the crews around. Fortunately, no one was injured. Those guys had a bad day yesterday looking at losing their stuff. So we're working with them to get them back and ready with rental vehicles, and our team's taking care of them very well. We're blessed that they were actually working down here on the fire line that was uncontained, and maybe interior pocket or something. It's just a bad day, but that threat is still out there. Coming back around over here to Jeffrey Reservoir, that work is continuing around this direct edge, going direct with the crews. They're making good progress. Last night, in the evening hours with that wind and everything, we had some activity show up here in Division Alpha. We worked guys up in there to make sure that was not a threat to the line. They worked all night on that. And then also here up in Wiggins Canyon, there was a spot, interior pocket spotted over a canyon about a half a mile, and was threatening a structure, but our guys were up there to take care of that. So we're still staffing these fires pretty heavily. So things like that, if they do arise, we have the appropriate resources to take care of them. So that's what's going to go on today in Cottonwood. Our containment probably boosts up a little bit as the guys get into the work. We got better conditions for working. So one of the questions was, how do fire containment lines hold with extreme weather? We didn't lose any fire outside our containment lines last night. The only activity that we had was that caused us problems, and we gained about 100 acres or so on the Cottonwood fire, then the uncontained portion of it up there in Division Alpha. I talked about the activity interior. How much of more of that should we expect? I would say, like today, fire conditions have moderated. Probably won't see as much, but then later in the week we're back more to that hot, dry, and windy, so that will probably continue.